Welcome back. I am Stephen Lind, USC Marshall Business Professor, consultant at BizCom Ally, and English Language Specialist for the U.S. State Department, joining you as part of the State Department's Global English Language Initiative. This module marks a major milestone. We are beginning Phase 2. In Phase 1, you built your professional identity. You learned how to introduce yourself, describe your role, write professional emails, manage requests, and lead meetings. Those skills are your foundation. Now we shift from how you speak to what you speak about. Phase 2 is about the language of international commerce. Import, export, logistics, contracts, policy. These are the words that drive global business. This is what we cover today. You will see images of the PDF for this module on the screen so that you can reference it later in your studies. As always, thank you for your graciousness as AI has enabled the translation, voiceover, and avatar features of these videos. Please feel free to reach out with any errors so that we can improve the resources. Let us begin with the language of logistics and movement. There are 3 terms you need to know. The first is bottleneck. A bottleneck is a point of congestion that causes a delay in the workflow or supply chain. When something gets stuck, that is a bottleneck. Related terms include backlog, which means unfilled orders accumulating, and congestion, which refers to traffic or port delays that slow movement. The second term is freight forwarder. A freight forwarder is an agent or company that organizes and coordinates shipments on behalf of businesses. Related terms include consignment and shipping manifest. The third term is lead time. Lead time is the time interval between initiating and completing a process, from order to delivery. Related terms include buffer and turnaround time. These 3 terms and their related vocabulary give you the language to describe how goods move across borders. Now, let us put this vocabulary to work. Imagine a critical shipment is delayed at the border, or a project is stuck in your office's approval process. How do you explain this professionally? Many people simply say, "It is late," or "There is a problem." That is Gene's language. It sounds vague and defensive. Here is the suit version. We are currently addressing a bottleneck in the approval process, which has created a backlog of pending requests. We expect to clear this within 72 hours. Notice what happens. You name the problem precisely, you explain the consequence, and you give a timeline for resolution. That is not making excuses. That is giving a professional status update. This is the framework. Problem, analysis, solution. Use precise terms to explain why there is a delay, while demonstrating your understanding of the situation and your plan to resolve it. Now let us move from logistics to policy. There are 3 more terms you need to master. The first is tariff. A tariff is a tax imposed on imported or exported goods by a government. Related terms include duty-free, meaning goods exempt from tax, protective tariff, which is designed to shield domestic industries, and ad valorem, which is a tax calculated as a percentage of value. The second term is customs. Customs is the governmental authority responsible for controlling and monitoring the flow of goods across borders. Related terms include customs clearance, declaration form, and exemptions. The third term is compliance. Compliance means following and adhering to international trade laws, regulations, and standards. Related terms include regulatory hurdles, quotas, and standards. Notice something important. Each of these 3 main terms has sub-vocabulary underneath it. That depth is what separates a basic English speaker from a professional who sounds credible in international trade. Let me show you how this vocabulary sounds in practice. Imagine someone asks what your department does. The jeans version might be, "We help companies with trade stuff." The suit version is much stronger. Our department assists businesses in navigating regulatory hurdles to ensure full compliance with international standards and customs requirements. That sentence uses 3 of the terms you just learned. The more specific your language, the more credible you sound. That is true in any language. But in English, it is especially important because your vocabulary signals your level of expertise. This module has 2 idioms of the week. The first is in the pipeline. This means something that is currently being planned, developed, or processed, and will happen in the near future. It suggests active progress toward completion. For example, the suit version might be, "Several bilateral trade agreements are currently being processed." The idiom version is more natural in conversation. We have several new trade agreements in the pipeline for Q2 2026, including partnerships with 3 emerging markets. This expression is perfect for upcoming projects or initiatives. Practice using it this week. The second idiom is to cut to the chase. This means to skip unnecessary details and get directly to the most important point. It demonstrates efficiency and respect for people's time. For example, "We have a full agenda today and limited time, so let us cut to the chase. What is the primary cause of the shipment delay at the port?" This phrase is useful when you need to redirect a meeting. It signals leadership and time management skills, but use it diplomatically. You do not want to sound abrupt or dismissive. Let us summarize what you accomplished today. Logistics mastery. You can now describe bottlenecks, backlogs, and lead times with precision. Policy differentiation. You can distinguish between tariffs, customs, and compliance. And professional application. You are beginning to discuss your professional role through the lens of international trade. Here is your self-study challenge. Identify one specific regulatory hurdle that you encounter. Then write 2 professional sentences describing this challenge using suit language and at least 3 technical terms from today's module. That exercise will help you connect today's vocabulary directly to your real work. In the next module, we move from the movement of goods to the documents that protect them. You will learn the language of contracts and agreements. Remember, slow is strong, short is clear, loud is confident. Shukran. Thank you for your time and engagement. I look forward to continuing with you.